GIS department has helped bring the city and county together through a lot of different IT systems. Our department supports both city and county departments, so whenever we have an opportunity to create a shared system, we try to pursue that, and that was the case with Cityworks. I think the critical issues that the city and county were looking at trying to solve were the lack of accountability for their assets in the field, and they wanted to also establish a better way of tracking their work and being able to provide evidence of work and the workflow itself to management. One of the reasons Douglas County and the City of Omaha decided to implement Cityworks was because of the GIS integration. As they were looking at other systems, those systems typically focused on just the work order management process.
The biggest reason we liked the Cityworks was the fact that it was a GIS-Centric product. You know, we weren't going to have to make any changes in the way that we went about obtaining our GIS, workflow, or getting our GIS data, our workflow. Basically, Cityworks just sat over top of it, and it was, easy in, easy out.
So one of the major benefits of implementing Cityworks over the past 5 years has been to establish a single shared system for work and asset management across departments that is not proprietary in nature and utilizes our existing GIS. That has helped us implement Cityworks in places we didn't think we would originally, and has helped pique the interest of other departments.
A basic example would be maintaining unimproved roads. And we do that quarterly and have work orders put in to keep a schedule up and inspect these roads to see when they need to be maintained. As far as the placement of barricades, there's a standard involved, so barricade contractor, depending on the size of a street cut or a cave-in, they would decide what to place there. When we create a barricade work order, we send a request to barricades, and they can view all of the new requests sent by any public works divisions. They then add a task to the work order, determining what type of barricade, how many barricades are placed, when it was placed, and we would send a request to have them pick those up or close them out, and barricade would close out the work order. And once we have that information in, we can query cost through a crystal report to get all the information that we would need for fees involved.
With our sidewalk snow removal, if somebody calls in and complains that my neighbor hasn't cleared their sidewalk, the City of Omaha will go out and inspect it, say, yes, you're right, it hasn't been done. A notice will be sent to the homeowner. They'll have 10 days to clear that snow. If they don't, the city will come back and then they'll remove the snow for them. These homeowners will get a notice or a bill saying, look, we removed the snow for you, you owe us $150. Well, that usually upsets the homeowners, so they'll come down to the Board of Equalization in front of the City Council and they'll try to fight it. So what we'll do is when that person comes up in front of the Board of Equalization, say, okay, please give us your address. They give us the address. We zoom to that area on the map. We simply click on the work order that was there, and then there's 2 attachments in there. There's always a before and after photo. And when we show that before and after photo to the landowner, usually that squelches the problem. We've never had them overturned anything with Cityworks because we always have those images there. Our traffic division received a federal grant to change out some of their incandescent light bulbs on their signals into LED light bulbs. And so they track those, not only the quantity of what was out there, but then to the cost. And then they're going to go back later with this grant that they received. They're going to have to prove that, okay, we did indeed spend $250,000 on replacement. And they'll say, look, we changed out 2,500 incandescents to LEDs, and the LEDs cost this much money, and so therefore this is the money that we should be reimbursed. About a year ago, we knew that we were going to have to replace our production Cityworks server. Well, at about the same time, we'd heard a lot of stuff about the Amazon cloud, and we thought, well, this would be interesting. Let's kind of explore this a little bit. Through our preliminary studies and some of our usage, it looks like it probably will be a more cost-effective way to run Cityworks, just paying the cloud a service fee versus us purchasing a server and having to pay to have it implemented and supported and secured and all that. So we made the conscious decision to make the jump. And one of the reasons that I like that from an administrative standpoint is now we're not going to have to, anytime there's a new Cityworks update, I'm not going to have to go around to all the client machines and update the individual client software. We'll be able to do it one time, probably over the weekend, off hours when people are gone. We can run the database update and any sort of, Cityworks server interface updates too. And then when people come back to the office on Monday, they log in and the changes are there. And we really expect to see a large decrease in the amount of downtime when we're doing upgrades to the system. So we're really excited about that.